Okay, you guys destroyed the Shangling video, and I can't thank you enough. So for today's video, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain how to beat every Hypostasis boss in the game. There's 3. One of Wind, which is Anemo, Electro, which is electric, and Geo, Earth. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain how to beat them, their attack patterns, and why you need to beat them. If this video does help you out, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more Genshin Impact, and I hope you're having a blast with this game as much as I am, because it's absolutely amazing. Let's get into it. Now, in order to find the Electro Hypostasis, all you want to do is go to the bottom right of the map of Mondstadt, and it's near Cape Oath. Another way of locating it is simply going to the Adventure Handbook, go into Bosses, and you can find 2 of the Hypostasis in there. Hopefully they do add the Geo one in the future for the next patch. Now, to start the fight, all you have to do is hit it or walk up to it really closely. He's going to have a few attack patterns. This cube one is really simple. You can just dodge the cubes that he shoots out and go in for an attack. Send in Goba for Swirl. Now sometimes he'll make a fist and all you have to do is run around him. There are times where he'll combine it with a scissor or pincer attack on top of slamming down on you. All you have to do is run around him. Just like this. Going for an attack right after. Now he'll do these laser cannons. All you have to do is run towards him, and it's free damage essentially. If you're in this for too long, he can bring the cubes in and do damage essentially if you're in that circle. So just be wary of how much damage you're doing and for how long. Hopefully he'll do it this time. Yes, okay. So this is a wave kind of thing. It'll spread in a counterclockwise to clockwise position. All you have to do is run back and forth in between the cubes. It showed that he will shoot out. And then right after that, it's free damage again. Now for the final phase, he'll have 3 cubes that you can't do physical damage to. You'll need to use elemental damage, so send out Goba or use Shangling's Q. You can use Venti's E. The main character has an E as well, and you can use that and it does damage. See, if I charge my bow, it's not going to do much. Or if anything at all. Shangling's Q is really good for that phase. But right after that, it's rinse and repeat. He can do a clap, but honestly just run left or right to him really quickly and you'll be fine. The drill is easy to dodge because it's really slow. And it's free damage from there. Sometimes you'll need to cycle twice. If you have Shangling's Q, then honestly just 1 round should be enough. And once all the electrical cubes are gone, then you win the fight. Now the reason why you want to farm this is essentially if you have someone like Fischl, to ascend her and increase her level cap, you're going to need to farm this boss. Get the purple fragments along with the electrical Triforce looking thing. That's how you increase level cap. Now if you're lucky enough to get someone like Venti, then what you want is to get the Ascend material for the Anemo Hypostasis. Simply go to the Adventure Handbook, go to Bosses, look for the Anemo Hypostasis, and you can click on Navigate. Should be the north of Mondstadt, next to Stormbearer Mountains. Just like the Electro Hypostasis, all you want to do is just attack it to start the fight. He'll have these cubes that blow out wind, but you can attack from a distance. As soon as he's done with that, just go in for an attack. Now when he's in this butterfly form, he'll do 2 attacks. One is a column of wind, and then a slash of wind right after that. So just run around him. He can also clap his cubes together, but honestly just run to the left or right and it's easy to dodge. Once he does this vortex in the middle, just run to the outer ring of the stadium, and you should be able to dodge all the tornadoes. Now right after that phase, Anemo balls will spawn on the floor, or in the sky, and soon after he'll shoot cubes down that have columns of wind that you can ride on. What you want to do is ride these columns of wind and essentially absorb the Anemo orb. I'm gonna leave 2 right here. So if you don't take all the Anemo orbs, he'll have this form where he'll do a little tornado on his own, absorb the Anemo orb, and essentially do a pulse of damage. Just keep your distance if you leave some in the sky, just in case. But if you have Venti, you can hold E and create your own column of wind and absorb the orb. When he shoots down cubes from the sky to make these columns, he's up for free damage as well. The clap, dodge, attack, damage, Mona is waifu? This is final phase, so he'll have 4 columns around him. You have to get these orbs quickly before he heals. If you leave one alone, he will heal and get like a quarter per Anemo orb, so a quarter of health. And from here, he can shoot stuff, but honestly, you can just walk around him. He's also open for free damage if you want to be a little frisky. And there it is. That's how you beat the Anemo Hypostasis. Now for the last Hypostasis, the Geo Hypostasi is on the bottom right of the Chinese area. It's south of Yao Gongshal and Guyang Stone Forest. Now, before you fight this boss, what you want to make sure you have is a Claymore user or a Earth Mage. So Ning Guang is really good for this fight, along with Razor or even Noelle, which you got for the 80% off banner for starting the game. Without these two, it's going to be pretty tough to do it. Again, Noelle's free, essentially. Razor has a Claymore, and Ning Guang just does damage to rocks, or Geo stuff. When the fight starts, all you want to do is do damage to these columns of earth, and he'll have this really easy to tell AoE damage hammer. All you have to do is dodge by going to the left or right of it. Don't run backwards because sometimes it does do a pulse, like forward, and does damage. Break these columns of earth right below it, and the Hypostasis is up for free damage. After that, it's pretty much rinse and repeat until the final phase. So as soon as the columns of earth start showing, you can just run backwards, use Ning Guang, and do damage from afar. If not, you're gonna just have to wait it out, or use Noelle's E, which gives her a barrier. Sometimes he'll start glowing over the column of earth, and from that you want to back up a little bit just because he can do a pulse of damage. That's AoE. If you start seeing a ring or glowing yellow under your feet, just get ready for an attack. Just simply start sprinting left or right, and then you should be fine. He'll have a phase where he can drop earth cubes, and all you want to do is just hit him from afar, or if the rings aren't next to him, then it's honestly you can use Razor and just go to town on him. He also has a shooting phase. The pebbles of rock are a lot faster, so you might have to sprint. But if you have Ning Guang, then you can also use your shield or your E, which will absorb some of the damage from projectile objects. Now, I don't want to waste your time going through this because I'm simply not doing enough damage on him, but we will get to the final phase right now. Now, on the final phase, he'll have 3 columns of earth. What you want to do is essentially break them, otherwise he will regen health. It's really easy to break. Use Ning Guang, use Noelle, use a Claymore user like Razor. It honestly doesn't matter. but those are the ones that will do the most damage to these columns of earth. Sometimes you have to do 2 rotations, it might just depend, to be honest, if you can output that much damage. Cycle 2. And once all 3 columns are broken, then it's an easy one. And that's how you beat all the hypostasis cubes. Hopefully this guide was helpful. Let me know if you have any trouble with any other bosses or if you want other guides. If you do, more Genshin Impact content is coming to the channel, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I'll see you in the next one.